So, hello, let's get started. Um, so, assume, like, this is you.
Escort the payload.
So you have, Winston, and what you want to do is, like, when your Winston goes in, you want to do either one of these two things. Like, you can either, or like three things really. Like, you can either follow up on, like, your Winston directly, that's one option. You can look to, like, pivot to more aggressive position, like, you can, while your Winston is here, you can look to, like, you know, pivot to here. Or you could try to, like, punish anyone who's split from, like, the rest of the team. So, like, if the Winston goes in, and you can apply pressure on anyone who's trying to take an off angle, and then, like, they won't be able to get heals as easily because, like, their supports will be too busy peeling off the Winston. So, like, you know, helping like, their team peel off the Winston. So, like, yeah.
I am boosting it.
Okay, you're following up with the Winston directly. That's fine, but, but, like, I would prefer, like, right here if you tried to, like, if instead of, like, trying to hitting the Rhine shield, like, what you tried to do is you try to, like, you know, peek, like, this way and look to maybe put some shots on the Echo, maybe try to, like, harass the Echo a bit, or, like, try to, you know, poke out the Kree. Because, like, when hitting shields as Echo, like, sure, you're good at busting tanks, but, like, you shouldn't really be focusing tanks too much. You should be always trying to go for, like, no squishies, because, like, those are, like, you know, the targets that will give you, like, the most pressure, and that will, you know, that will allow you to apply the most pressure to the enemy team. That will force, like, the enemy to, like, peel for, like, your target. So, like, yeah, like, they're, like, shooting the Rhine shield fine, but, like, I would prefer, like, you go for, like, a more aggressive position. Right here, like, do you see that, like, the enemy, like, the enemy kind of, like, backed off? Your Winston went in, and then, like, they kind of backed off, so, like, this Winston's making quite a bit of space. So, like, what you want to do is, like, instead of, like, going this passive way, you want to actually look to, like, I think, pivot to a more aggressive position. So, like, for example, you could you have Mercy Pocket as well. So, like, you could, like, say, fly up, shoot the Kree a bit, force him back to his team, and then, like, take this position. You can poke out the Hog, you can follow up with your Winston still, and good stuff. But, like, right here, this is just way too passive.
Mobility increase. Moving up.
Your Winston dies, so just play passive, just poke.
Quite the boost.
So right here,
Quite the
good.
boost.
You reload, but why are you, like, you know, shooting at nothing here? Like, the thing is, you as Echo, like, every time you have to, like, reload unnecessarily, like, every time you waste your ammo like that, you're gonna lose out on pure poke damage, and this will make you farm your ult slower. You're already, like, around 17% behind, so, like, you don't actually want to, like, waste ammo like this. It might seem minor in a game with, like, infinite ammo supply, but, like, reloads are, like, lost damage, so, like, just be careful. No, like, your Winston isn't here. If Echo just, like, looks at you, or, like, everyone just focuses you, you'd be dead here. Wait until like, your Winston comes back. This is too risky. And right here, okay, like, this is an easy target, sure, but, like, you actually want to help your Winston clear the high ground. You never, like, really want to be breaking in from the front as Echo. Like, sure, like, as I said, you're a good tank buster, but, like, busting tanks, like, tanks are there because they want you to shoot them. They want you to, like, draw attention towards them so that the enemy team can shoot at your team without, like, consequence. So, like, Sure, like if you have nothing better to shoot, then you can shoot tanks, but you should be like helping your Winston here. Like help clear the hog. Who can like kind of mess with your Winston or your Doom? Clear the high ground. Like this isn't dangerous as like yeah, right now. Like clear the high ground first, and then like use this high ground to like poke the enemy from behind and from the top. Like you want to be clearing this high ground position because it's so good for you. But like you should not be breaking in from the front like this. If they had a BAP, this Ryan would have survived.
Update. Target destroyed.
Or Ana, yeah, or Moira. Like not Mercy Lucio.
Burning them down.
Okay, you're just trying to finish them.
My ultimate is charging.
Okay. Now fly up to high ground. You want to be set up to like. You want to be set up in a position that makes it as hard for them to retake as possible, and the best position is like high ground on an angle, and like your Mercy can fly up, and this will make retaking like almost impossible.
Excuse me.
Let me check. I'm actually streaming it.
This will protect.
Adjusting angle of attack.
As you can see, like on low ground, yeah, kind of dangerous if they had more people, but luckily they did. Okay,
Target destroyed. Systems on
killed the
fire.
D.Va. Ooh, nice. Okay, now like their comp sucks at high ground control. Their comp has very little vertical mobility aside from like Echo and D.Va, but like no Winston on this map. So like how do you want to exploit this? You want to like exploit this by like taking this basically free spaceship position and like doing poke from a top. So like you have a lot of options here. You can poke out the backline, you can poke out the hog, all from the safe position of the spaceship, and if they ever try to pressure you, just hide. But like you want to be taking this position, especially with duplicate. Like right here, like it's okay, but you're breaking in from the front, and this Echo can just poke you out. Okay,
Adaptive
better.
circuits engaged. Winston.
Better, looking
Adaptive
for an angle.
circuits
And then
engaged.
swap duplicate.
D.Va.
Fine.
Nerf this.
Oh, get out of there, get out of there. Okay. Good, landing on spaceship. You just need to... Well... Your Winston is still pushing the cart, so like fighting this 1v4 is pretty dangerous. All you really need to do right now is hold this high ground spaceship position. They're not currently like stalling the cart, so like you don't need to do much. You don't need to do like that much. Like all you need to do is like this D.Va's contesting the high ground, but you with a Mercy pocket will win. And like once you do get this spaceship position, which is very oppressive to the enemy, like wait until your Winston goes in and then you can dive with him. But this is too risky. If like Reaper like landed a headshot, then
In case you were wondering, that's
then you'd be
confirmed
critical.
kill. Adjusting activated.
Okay, now your Winston goes in at least. So good, following up.
Changing position.
Okay, good land on spaceship. This D.Va's low, so like you don't have to worry. You have a Mercy as well, but like you killed one. You killed like you killed your Echo, and like let me go over like what you should do when you get a pick as like a DPS hero. So like the thing is like the best like normally when you're like 6v6 like the enemy's gonna like control like all the space, and it's gonna be basically a tug of war for like all the space, and like you know not only main like you know in this case it's like the cart, but like also like the flanks and the high grounds. But like once like you kill one, once it's like a 6v5, you want to be like rotating into the space. Like they'll lose one player, like that one player can't like it means that they can control less of the map, and like when they can control less of the map, you want to take more aggressive positions so that you can like exploit the fact that they can't really contest you. And like if they do try to contest you, it means that they lose like something else. Like they can't 6v5, like they can't like magically have a player exist, like they can't like draw a player out of thin air. So like you want to be taking the space that they're vacating when you kill like a player. Like you kill the Echo, it means that there's one less player to like take the spaceship, and there's even more of an incentive for you to take that position. Like low ground, and like you might probably will win this fight, sure, but like being able to like finish the fight quickly is absolutely important, especially on attack. Like their win condition isn't to like you know, win team fights. It's to stall the cart. They can lose every team fight, but if it takes you like 1 or 2 minutes to like finish a team fight, they're gonna like by the time you reach here, it's gonna be OT already. So like it's like prioritize, like yeah, like even though this might seem like unimportant, like being able to like finish fights quickly is like a really important skill. Like right here, imagine if you were on high ground, you could like you know, maybe like fly a bit, poke from behind, and then like go back up to the spaceship. Like right here, this is an okay angle, but first, like anyone who, if the Echo respawns suddenly, then she's gonna get the first peek probably, and second, like they can like it is harder to get some from here. Okay, you fly up to high ground. Oh, land on spaceship. You don't want to be landing on low ground. Their Echo's still not back. And you have a Mercy Pocket. Like, if anything, make them fight for the spaceship position. Like, let's load this Echo. Like, why did this Echo carry? Like this Echo was just down main, but like if you were like, you know, somewhere on here or here, like you would have been in a much better position to punish this Echo for like her aggression. Like she's pressing W because like there's no angles for her to clear. Like there's like no angle here, no angle here, no angle here to like clear. So like Echo can just press W literally.
Locking on. Hey there.
Okay. Bit too early. Wait for your. Oh, now they're on ball. Well, you do have a duplicate. Well. Well, like in this case, like all you can. Like all you can really do is like since your ball is now contesting high ground actually. Oh, I skipped a bit too much. Sorry.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Your ball kind of ditches you on that high ground. Well, but like since like you have a ball instead of a Winston,
maximize combat routine.
Your best bet really is to like, you know, go maybe here, try to poke out the high ground a bit. They have a Mercy only, so like eventually they're gonna have to like drop. They have to like drop or take cover. Like this position doesn't really have cover if like anyone's poking from like high ground as well. So like that's probably your best bet.
I'm going home.
Like one thing
circuits engaged.
You could have done here is like you could have like baited out the hog hook and then like you could use your whole hog to try to boop them off the high ground. That would be a good play, but I'm not sure if it's like that easy. Especially when you have your ball up there, so just a possibility. But...
My servant never dies.
Focus with me.
Now, like your team is pushing them. It is like playing under the high ground a bit and trying to like bait them on the cart. So like right here, you probably don't want to be too close to this hog. Like even though he is like taking a breather, so like right here they're kind of giving you the high ground for free. So like all you have to do really is wait until you fly, like poke from here, it's fine, and then like fly up, take the spaceship position, and then like this is a very oppressive angle. If they try to retake. Like, if they try to retake cart, then any respawns try to retake cart, then it's going to be very, very hard. And anyone who is on cart is going to have to deal with, like, shots from the top here, So, like, you need to be taking these high ground positions more proactively. Like, you see, right here? because you're not on high ground,
And on
they just
fire.
retake on high ground, and then it's suddenly really hard to do your job.
Quite the boost. Adaptive circuits engaged. Wrecking ball. Shield engaged.
Like, right here, you're poking from main, that's level 1. But, like, you know what's level 2? Poking from here. You have fly, like, you can just use it to, like, go up here. And then, like, it's very easy to you have access to, like, all the targets you can possibly want. Like, here is a pretty godly position, but you just need to... And your Echo, you have vertical mobility, you just need to take it.
Locking on.
Like, you might not be able to use your focusing beam, but who are you going to focusing beam anyways?
Right routine activated.
Protect the payload.
Oh, be careful of... wait, they all respawned. Never mind.
Fire at will. Double.
Like, you're winning these fights, but they're taking quite a long time because, like, nobody on your team is really set up, like, ideally. Like,
I like this.
you need to be... If you're set up on a high ground, like, that fight would have ended faster. Okay, now you're clearing this flank. Good. Interesting beat.
Beam activated.
Good.
Taking over.
Lights out.
Yeah, now you cleared,
Lock on my target.
unfortunate. Oh well.
The face.
So, like,
My servants.
what you want to do here is, so your ball engages,
Upgrade detected.
you get the nano,
The base my target. Adaptive circuits
Coffee
engaged.
Hog,
Road hog. I'm going whole hog.
try to kill the soldier, fly back, back. Land on high ground,
Damage systems increase.
sure, like your ball was in there.
The payload is approaching its destination.
I've got.
Hey, so, like, you went for the Hog. Hog's the easy target. I mean, it's fine, but going for the Hog here was fine, I guess. It's just that, like this soldier, like, kind of on the flank of your team is a bit more valuable, especially as and it's easier. It's now that your ball's also on it. So, like, right here, you just want to, like, try to kill the soldier. Like, this soldier will be the one who's gonna clutch the fight if he's not dealt with. Like, sure, like, the Hog stalling the cart, yeah, easy target, but Hog's pretty hard to kill, so... Like, as I say easy target, I just mean easy to hit, not actually easy to kill.
Punishing them all with it. Systems in overdrive. Fire at will. Update. Target destroyed.
So now go for the Ana.
Beam activated. Update. Target destroyed.
Let's look at that again. So you try
Beam
to
activated.
assassinate the Ana.
Fire at will. Update. Target destroyed.
I guess this team fight's over for your team anyways.
Quite the boost.
I have empowered you.
Focus my target.
Okay, that's a bit early a peek. You can poke here, but... Wait until your ball goes if you want to go any more aggressive.
Going free.
Like, GMs will be hitting these shots more. You go for the Ana, you force out the nade, that's good.
Executing flight maneuvers. Adaptive circuits engaged.
Now we can look to a more aggressive position.
Finishing them off. Moving up.
Good, fly back up. Wait, Would you cancel your fight there?
Finishing them off. Moving up.
I mean, fine, you have a mercy pocket.
60
Except,
seconds remaining.
this is kind of a scary position to be in right now. Just position a bit closer to here. Like right here, kind of in the middle of like Ana, and who is like pretty much killable. So and like, sure, like Echo's stalling Cart, but Cart isn't really the problem here. It's this Ana. This Ana's gonna keep anyone who's on Cart alive. So
Flight routine activated. Adaptive circuits engaged. Well timed. Over here.
okay, good. Hey, let me skip to.
Focus
Now
with me.
you're on Echo on attack. You're still running double bubble. Oh,
Flight routine
that's scary.
activated. Focus with me.
Okay, used the float a bit too far, but okay. Okay, your team is backing up, so
Moving up.
trying to follow up. Good, good. You do want to like get over there ASAP though. Okay, you're back on high ground.
I'm here.
Okay, you're killing the hog. Nice.
Restoring health systems.
So right here, this is a bit of a tough situation because, but now that you know that they're running Hog Sigma, like I think what you can try to do is like you could try like go on this high ground, like pretty aggressively, like right here, like from this position. Like, you might not be able to escape from your team if, like, they clear high ground as a team, but, like, they're running Hog Sigma. They can't really clear the high ground as a team, so, like, it's, like, right here, instead of, like, poking out, like, the soldier, who's kind of hard to hit, honestly, I'd, like, have my mercy pocket and just, like, rotate to here. Help your monkey a bit. Help your monkey clear the Lucio, and then, like, from here you can deepen the angle even further and look to, like, go for like these really juicy stationary targets, but like you just need the angles to do so, and your monkey's clearing those angles for you, so you should take it.
Changing position.
Like, oh, that's scary. At least you land on high ground. Yeah,
Helden sterben nicht.
and sure, the Hanzo's coming up, but you have a mercy pocket,
Deine Hä
so you should be able to win,
Lifting off.
unless Hanzo lands some lucky headshot. Now we're going for this Ana. Good.
You'd better learn quickly if you want to
Okay,
keep
you're
up.
flying up to get back up to high ground.
I like it. Locking on.
Okay, now you're
I have
here.
empowered you. I'm taking care of you.
This peak is too wide, by the way. Like, sure, you can go here. This is fine, but your monkey isn't like in here. Like, all you really have to do is wait until your monkey goes in, or like wait for them to push into like somewhere more favorable for you, like right here, for example, and then you go. And you don't need to like try to 1v3 these enemies, especially as they have a lot of poke.
Quite the boost.
Okay, use fly. Get on high ground.
Going free. Lock on my target. Thank
Wait.
you, Dr. Ziegler.
Okay, Lucio escapes. Don't chase.
Quite the boost. Wari. Thank you, Dr. Ziegler. Quite the boost.
Like right here, you looked at Lucio a bit too long, and when you could have like, like sure, like you were concerned about your monkey, I mean your Ana probably, but yeah, like if you duplicated there and helped your Winston, I mean either your Ana was, you wanted to protect your Ana, that's fine. Okay, right here, take spaceship. They have no vertical mobility except for Echo right now. Take spaceship. And like this soldier might be a concern. You just shoot the soldier and he'll be forced to use like healing field or so. But they have a mercy pocket, so. But like, take spaceship. Like you don't want to be breaking in from the front. Like this is. You don't want to be breaking in through the tanks. You want to be like above the tanks or like around the tanks.
Unstoppable.
Flight routine activated.
Paul,
Adaptive
put your
circuits
monkey over
engaged.
there. Good.
Roadhog. I'm going whole hog.
My sons will never die.
This whole hog gets the hog. That's good enough. Nice.
Chanting
Okay,
your damage.
you get res. Okay, now you're on Winston Ball. Interesting. Okay, he takes spaceship. Good.
I'm taking care of you.
Executing flight maneuvers.
You abandoned spaceship, that's fine. Now you're concerned about the soldier.
Adaptive
Good
circuits
attempt.
engaged. Doomfist.
Okay, good. Going for the Doomfist, who's 1v3. Nice.
My ultimate is charging.
My servants never die.
Lock on my target. Executing flight maneuvers.
Try to land on spaceship. Or, like, at least right here. I mean, right here would probably be better. Like, spaceship is also pretty good, but, but, like, from here, like, you can see that, like, your ball's, like, kind of, like, drawing attention, so, like, you can try to go in and help him. You can help your Winston. A lot of options from, like, that high ground. You just need to take it. Like, from right here, this isn't a really good position to be in.
Quite the move. Moving up. Executing flight maneuvers.
A bit risky, especially against hits. Oh, I mean, it's fine. You have a mercy pocket, that's good.
Targets down.
Good. Something happened there. Overstayed your... I mean, your team is set up to engage here. Your Winston is just kind of in a passive position. Unlucky. Unlucky, I'll just say that.
30 seconds remaining.
Hope this isn't changing your Hackman. I'm just kidding. Unfortunate your ball will contest. Let's look at the next fight. So,
Get back in the fight.
right here, you could have stayed. It could have been. Oh well, it's a 5v6. Your ball shouldn't really be
Spell
engaging.
is upon you.
I like this.
Nap time.
Okay. Oh, briefly. A bit greedy not to use dupe there. But
Winston.
you do get
Adaptive
that.
circuits engaged. Roadhog.
Team's on the Rhine. Good.
I'm I'm going whole hog. Quite the boost. Personality duplication complete. Executing flight maneuver. Lock on my target.
Mace to the face.
The payload is approaching its destination. 30 seconds remaining.
Right here, you're poking from.
Mace to the face.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Mace to the face.
You got naded a bit. And you
The
could.
payload is approaching its destination.
This fight looks doomed, but
30
like you
seconds
could look for this
remaining.
angle. Like right here, Ryan's drawing quite a bit of attention, so like you might want to be looking for like maybe here, like so you can poke out the Echo a bit, poke out the Sigma, whatever. But yeah.
Personality synchronization.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Quite the boost.
Stop the payload.
Focus on the objective. Minimize errors. Adapt to changing battlefield conditions. And good luck.
Okay. So is behind. Extended though. Well, your team is gonna take the fight as choke though. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is overextended.
Beam activated.
This will protect
Soldier is like kind of a hard kill to chase, honestly. Like Soldier can just literally run away.
10 seconds remaining.
Our time is running out. Everyone get on
Their
the
comp has no vertical mobility though, so your team's just staggering.
Group up with me. Rendezvous at my position.
Overtime.
Probably like you don't want to peek until like your falls in though. They can just really poke you out of that angle.
Has reached objective.
Adjusting
Give
angle.
away first. I mean, like your team does, not you. Even though, like, it is like in these types of situations, like where it's just like third or fourth rounds, and it's honestly fine, doesn't matter. Okay, now
Flight routine activated.
My servants never die.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Riddick.
Reaper.
yeah, don't drop. Yeah.
My servants never die.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Riddick.
Like you have a couple of options here. Like your Ryan's already in, and you have well, you have access to your Mercy. So like, what you should do, I think, is like, you should fly up here maybe, or yeah, like this would be a good position. You defend the cart from behind, and you just try to like get some headshots and like headshot the hog, headshot any of these, and then like it's much easier to get a pick from like top here from a aggressive angle than it is from the front, really. So I'd take that more aggressive position.
Mobility increased.
Enemy contact. Damage increased.
So like, okay, you're poking out the hog, fine.
Damage systems increased.
Now looking at their comp though, first you do have a Mercy Pocket. I know I keep saying it, but like Mercy Pocket really allows you to be very aggressive, and especially when they don't have much to punish you. Like they have an Echo, sure. They don't have like a Diva or something, so like I think you could look for an aggressive angle here. Like right here, this is fine. But let's see how it evolves based on the fight. Okay, once your fly comes back, go and now that your Rhein's like close to like getting into the fight, I think like going here might be a good option. And why? Because you have a Mercy. This Mercy should follow you. If this Mercy doesn't follow you, then like this Mercy's gonna die unless like she follows you. Luckily, so
Adaptive circuits engaged.
So like instead of like going from main here, like I would like actually go here. You have duplicate as well. That's something I missed. Like yeah, you can go even more aggressive with the duplicate. You take this you go over here. I'm not sure if it's. I think it is possible. And then like you can poke from here, and then eventually you can look to copy maybe Sigma. Like, but like imagine like if you copied like Sigma from this position instead of like here. Like you would do so much damage to your supports, like unbelievable. And then once you do have like flux, then like you can flux their backline really easily.
Sigma.
But this is just too passive.
Personality duplication complete. Adjusting angle of attack.
Like as you can see, like it feels like it feels like overwhelming to like poke from main because it is. It's where like most of their attention will be drawn and like most of their shields and like defensive abilities. So and also like they can use cover really easily to just hide. So like you want to be looking for those angles if all possible. Okay, so they're running Hog Sigma again. Your goal really just poke them out from high ground and then well, your team's mirroring Hog Sigma. Now your team's running Mercy Lucio though. So.
60 seconds remaining.
Boosting up.
See, you're being pretty careful.
I'm with you.
Now they gave up this position though, so you can land on bridge. Land on bridge. Like right here, I think would be better because they're like you can see like their tanks are eventually going to like look to contest cart. So like once that happens, since they have no vertical mobility, you're basically free to use this high ground for whatever you want. So like having easy access to high ground like would be like valuable. Like you can still poke from here. Like Echo is mid-range here, but has no fall off, so it's just harder to hit. But like if they're standing still like this, looking at your team, then it's still easy to hit. Like from right here, this is fine. Oh, you don't want to be here.
30 seconds.
This is kind of scary. Okay. A nice landing on high ground. Your team does lose the fight though.
10 seconds.
Like Echo benefits from like early staging because by staging I mean setting up on these like oppressive positions. Because like Echo has range and like when you have more range you can start doing damage earlier. Like compared to something like Tracer, who does obviously benefit from those flanks, but like has to wait for like their team to like kind of draw some attention before going in. Like you like if you manage your aggression properly, you can start doing poke like really early in the fight, especially if they don't have anything to clear you that well.
Adaptive
So.
circuits engaged. Sigma. Adaptive circuits engaged.
So yeah, like I'd say the biggest thing to work on is like being able to take those like knowing like when to take those positions and knowing when they're open, and then just taking those high ground positions. Like there's no need to be afraid of taking off angles. Off angles are like what will like win fights. Like off angles literally win fights a lot of the time because like they allow you like a team who's like just like trading cooldowns at each other to like break like the deadlock and kind of like get a pick or draw some attention so that your team can push in. So like looking for these off angles is very, very important. But anyways, I hope that was helpful, and yeah,